talk to the camera and say, this is a vacuum.
Camera, that's a vacuum.
Happy 4th of July, everybody. Nick from Hawk Pro Detailing, Heber City, Utah. And I gotta tell you, I have been using this Ridgid 5 peak HP 4-gallon vacuum for 2 years. Every day for 2 years, and it's held up amazingly well. I've had to replace the plug a couple of times, or my father-in-law has. Thanks, Matt, really appreciate that. But I recently decided I wanted to upgrade to this. Is this the best vacuum for auto detailing? It's an amazing question. It's one that I'm going to explore. This one has more horsepower. It also has an amazing feature, which is you snap this off and all of a sudden you've got yourself a leaf blower. Isn't that cool? I'm gonna show you how this works. It can take the place of an air compressor inside of a vehicle, and I'm gonna tell you all of the features, and then you can decide, are you good with this bad boy, the 4-gallon classic mobile detailing vacuum, or are you ready for an upgrade? Because I've been using this for a couple weeks now, and I love it. By the way, I think it's important to acknowledge my amazing style choice here. We've got the striped socks, the dress boot, and the pale, very pale European leg here. I just wanted to acknowledge how ridiculous this is. It's kind of interesting. When you turn it on, it continuously blows out of here, and it continuously sucks out of here. So this is what I'm using it for right now. This is my vacuum. It's an easy clip in, just like this. You turn it on. The suction is incredibly powerful, which I love about this vacuum. Definitely outperforms the smaller Ridgid, and that's why I love it so far. But let's say you're getting into a dirty vehicle and you just want to blow it out. This is where not having an air compressor as a mobile detailer, you could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I think this is about $120. It's a great value, so let's watch it inside of my work truck and see what we can blow out of there. It couldn't be easier to basically take this off, which is your leaf blower, and separate it from the vacuum itself. So actually, when you get to this part, this isn't plugged into anything. It's just kind of a receptacle for all your trash. It's where you'd hook this cord up to, or this hose up to as well. Now I've got this disconnected. I simply kind of slide this in, however that's gonna work. I like to try to figure out how to get it angled down. So I usually kind of finagle it in like that. And this way I've got this here, and this angle is headed down. So I don't know if you can see the dirt in there, but instead of needing to vacuum, instead of wasting time, I can just kind of bazooka my way through this interior and just get a bunch of crap out. So let's watch. I really like how you can kind of agitate a little bit against the carpet, so as you blow, you can work some of the dirt out. I find the suction power of my new Ridgid vacuum to be incredible. You know, any effective carpet cleaning is going to involve some agitation. So for edges here, I may just kind of work up some of this dirt. You know, we all know these black carpets can be notoriously difficult to clean, but some agitation is often necessary. And yeah, would an air compressor with a direct nozzle right into there be great? It would be, but I'm just saying, if you don't want to invest in an air compressor, they're heavy, they're a pain to lug around, you want something that'll blow at enough CFM, PSI, whatever those numbers are for your Tornador, you gotta invest in a fairly big piece of equipment. I've worked up that dirt. Here we go with the vacuum. Look, I think that does a really good job. I mean, if you know how I work in my work truck, things get really nasty and dirty. Final thoughts, it's 4th of July. I should go spend time with my family. I like having a backup, as you all know. And when this thing kept breaking on me with the cord, because I used and abused it, I thought, God, I just wanted something else. And I've upgraded. I still love this thing. there's a place in my heart that will always be inhabited by the Ridgid 4-gallon vacuum. If you've used it, you know it's great, you know it's solid. But if you want more suction, more horsepower, probably a little bit louder, and here's the downside, guys. These wheels that I put on, this thing tips over a lot. You're pulling it behind you and it falls over and it could fall into a customer car. It's really easy to take those wheels off. I might do that. That is one downside, is it's a little unruly. You have to be a little bit more careful with this particular vacuum if you've got it on wheels. But with all that said, I love the suction inside of vehicles. It does great for the carpets. And having a leaf blower, you're all adults, so you can go buy a leaf blower if you want, but having it just kind of built into this makes life easy. It doesn't feel like the leaf blower is lesser than, it doesn't feel like a side note, it feels like a legit high-powered leaf blower that does a great job of getting a lot of crap out of your customers' nasty interiors. So, if you want to plow through interiors, if you want to have a high-powered vacuum, and if you don't want to deal with an air compressor, especially in the wintertime when they tend to struggle in the cold, it's a great option. 6.5 peak horsepower, 16 gallons, 60 liter. The model number is the HD1600. I'm gonna keep testing it, but let me know your thoughts. What are you using for a vacuum? What are your thoughts on this particular model? I look forward to hearing from you, and we'll see you on the next video.